Good morning, everybody. Crypto Strang here. This morning, I'm going to talk about brand new projects that I've bought into in the last week. Also, some others that I'm closely watching and probably will buy in the next couple of weeks. Sort of going away from what I've been doing before. I know I spoke about low cap gems before, and I've bought some, but I really am constantly reading up on the low caps at the moment, the new projects. These are the ones where I think have the massive growth. You know, I've spoken about many times about my top 10, my top 20, many other projects which are well known in the top 100 or 200 even. But I'm really sort of going out now, investigating the new projects. That's what I'm really focused on at the moment. I know the last couple of weeks all been about NFTs, and there's many new NFT tokens. I mentioned on yesterday's video, you know, I've done many NFT token videos, but I've literally found another 5 that I really like. You know, it's actually, you know, a lot actually, but it's actually 5 that I really do like. So I must do another video on NFT tokens because they really do seem to be the hype of this year. So I say with all these, it's not financial advice. Don't take my word for it. It's just me being honest and transparent what I'm getting at the moment. You know, just remember I'm just a crypto nerd from the UK. You know, I'm no financial advisor or anything like that. It's entirely up to you. But find these low cap gems, finding new projects which have a lot of potential is the ones that I'm really focusing on at the moment. And the one out of all these projects, the 6 that I've bought and the others that I'm monitoring and probably will buy, out of all of them, this is the one I've got the most hope for. The one I really do like the most is BEPRO network. It hasn't been around that long. Its all-time high was actually beginning of the month when it was just under 1 cent. But on Boxing Day, it was at 0.0003. So it's up 2,000% since Boxing Day. Now, BEPRO is basically a code base for DeFi, gaming, prediction markets. It's on some really good exchanges because, you know, I knew it. It's on KU Coin, Bilaxi, BitMax. So it's also it's on the ecosystem. So when you go on their website, it's really interesting to go through it. Build the future of DeFi gaming. You can see all this. 50 plus projects using it. Trusted by great companies. Now, Anchor, we spoke about that yesterday. Exceed Me, we spoke about that recently as well. We talked about NFTs. XED, which is Exceed Me, is very much of a low cap gem, and I have a lot of hope for that. As I mentioned on previous video, really good project. You go through, I just like the look of it. I think they've got so much going on, so much planned. And you can really sort of scroll down, and soon it's got the BEPRO token model. BEPRO's token economy is built around the BEPRO token. Utility token enables token holders to set up applications on BEPRO, participate in the network, and earn tokens by staking and providing value. That's really interesting, the staking side of it. It's got how you start using BEPRO, but I just really like this project. Now, I say, I'm not guarantee what it's going to do, but I think this could actually pump a lot. But he's, like I say, an API for DeFi Gaming 3.0. So we'll see. I know it's a massive market, there's a lot of competition, but we'll see how this develops. I really do like BEPRO. I think it's absolutely excellent. Now, the next one, Get Protocol. It's ranked 524 with a market cap 20.5 million, basically. Circulating supplies about a third. Basically 11,388,000. Volume last 24 hours, 880,000. It's been around a long while. That's the difference with this and the others. And I'll talk about, I'm just looking into new projects. That's what my main focus is. But I've come across this one, and this is the only one that's actually been around a long time, which is still developing. Now, because of their roadmap, it's something I've got into. But, you know, you think when it's been around for so long, you think, well, it's still only ranked 525, it's made huge progress. When I looked at the roadmap, it sort of changed my mind. So Get Protocol is basically, it offers blockchain-based ticketing solutions. Anyone who needs to issue tickets online. Now, as we're talking about NFTs, NFT is not just about online digital art. NFTs could eventually be for all online tickets, for concerts, football, anything, any sports activities. You could have an NFT which prove it's legit. You stop basically all the scammers, all the ticket touts. So Get Protocol, I say it's been around a long while. It's actually in January 2018, it reached $7.14. Its all-time low was a year later, January 2019, when it was a massive bear market. It was just 7 cents. So, as I say, it's been around a long while. So that was one bit I wasn't over keen about because it still ranks so low. It's been around so long. But when I looked at the roadmap, this really impressed me because they're developing massively. It states here, Get NFT Explorer allows smart ticket owners to track, validate, and interact with Get NFT tickets. But it's also a lot of it DeFi event financing. You see up here, allow ticket users to sell ticket NFTs forward to DeFi investor pools. You've got the role management, the billing, the reporting. A lot of this is still progressing. Now you can actually see their roadmap. You start in 2016 and you go through it all. And I thought, wow, project's been around for so long. You know, not many around 5 years survived the bear market and still going. But because they have a genuine use case and a genuine reason, that's why they're still going well. Now, obviously, scroll through to 2021, updated tokenomics. Since the publication of the original Get Protocol white paper in 2017, a lot has changed, obviously. To facilitate these changes and make the protocol future ready, the token economics will be revamped to better facilitate the new direction. All tickets issued are now NFTs, now in the second quarter of 2021. Now that is fantastic. You know, if you get in there fast with these NFTs, especially something like where it's not online gaming or online art, for example, this is all about tickets, for, as I say, for concerts, sport events, etc. And this one also in the second quarter, first pre-finance event using DeFi. This is what I liked about it. Still progressing, massive plans. Purely, I think what sort of persuaded me was the fact, obviously it's got roadmap in 2021, but it's also the fact it's now proactive in the NFTs and getting the online tickets. So Get Protocol, a lot of potential. We'll see how it develops. Now, the next one is, you know, all these are obviously high risk, you know, but there's some which are very high risk, and I'd classify Rake as a high risk, to be honest. Put it this way, in December the 14th, 2020, it was $327, and even like this weekend it was $27, and we're already up to nearly $30. So it's ranked 2,767, so I don't know the market cap. But the volume last 24 hours is relatively low. But what I realised was the total supply is only 7,500. And it's basically a deflationary token that is designed to maximise yield farming. Basically, the protocol builds a vault with locked liquidity forever. 90% of all the yields from liquidity mining will be used to buy back Rake. RAK, as they call it. But it's Rake, but it's free, I think it was RAK. So this is very high risk. I've took a chance, basically. It's on Bilaxi. We'll see how it develops, but this is what I say. You know, this is, I've got, like, for instance, look at BEPRO and Get Protocol, etc. and all these. They're the sort of ones which are going to be for longevity. You know, BEPRO network, it's an excellent protocol ecosystem, and Get Protocol itself for longevity. Rate to me is one where, similar to YFD, you want to use that purely for profit. You know, pump it when it goes up massively, sell, and that's what I'll constantly do with it. So this is extremely high risk, entirely up to you. Go on their website, rake.finance, and you can go through it. Rake states there what we said. Max supply 7,500, APY from 100 to 400%. Rakefinance is listed on these as well. Now, I say it's on Bilax. It's also on Hotbit as well. It's on some others as well. It's on Uniswap, obviously. And you scroll through, and it states where it does. The protocol buys back RAK tokens on Uniswap exchange to rewards users who are in farming mode. So this has a lot of potential for huge profits. But again, it's very high risk, as I say. And it goes through everything, what it does, how it works, add liquidity, stake your assets. And it's also got the governance token YCAC, which is obviously very limited. Total supply is only 2,300. Distribution of YCAC, you can find out about that. So you can see here all the different percentages. And it's just an interesting project, different the way they're doing it. Not like many others. I just found this, and I was really interested in it. I've got some on Bilaxi. I'm just going to hold it. If it got in near $300 again, I don't think it's bubbles burst. I still think it's got longevity because they're bringing out their governance token, etc. So I think Rakefinance is certainly one to keep on your radar, but as I say, very high risk. Now, when it comes to the next project, yieldwatch. Now, yieldwatch is a project which obviously you wish you'd got involved with last week. At the moment, it's just under $1, still up 21%. Now, the circulating supply is basically half, 52%. But when you scroll through it, it's basically a smart yielding farming dashboard, similar to the way Rakefinance is. Lets you monitor your liquidity pools, yield farming, and token staking performance with a very sort of easy way of doing it. It's optimized for mobile use more than anything. But I like this project. I think it's got longevity. But when you scroll down here, it's absolutely incredible, the price. Obviously, this time last week, or whatever, wish we got involved with this. You know, it's all-time low. March the 4th, 0.00003. Same day, went to $3.62. So it's basically up over 3 million% in a day. Now, obviously, some of that has made a heck of a lot of money. I still think it's got longevity. Again, high risk. It's ranked 801. So the market cap is just over 10 million. So it's certainly one which I'm going to hold quite a long time. I think this one. It's not so much Rakefinance where it's just pump and dump. I think this one's now settled. I think obviously wish you got involved with it last week. However, didn't know about it. So yieldwatch, I'm going to keep my eye on this one. I think it's got a nice bit of growth potential in this yieldwatch. We'll see. We'll see how it develops. Who knows? You know, it's on Pancake Swap at the moment. It's all it's out there. So we'll have to see how it gets on extra exchanges. Now, the next one, which I really do like as well, is Reflect.finance, ranked 744. Markup is just over 13 million. The circulating supply, what I really like, we talk about this a lot, is 95%. That is fantastic to see that. It's up 15% alone last 24 hours, $1.42. Now this, it was actually $3.17 back in December, but in November it was only 8 cents. So again, massive growth between November and December last year. But I think it works by applying a 1% fee to each transaction and instantly splitting that fee among all holders of the token. Holders do not need to stake or wait for fees to be delivered. Fees are awarded by the smart contract and are immediately reflected in the holder's balance. Now that is absolutely fantastic to see it. You know, it's on 1 inch on Uniswap, etc. But if you go on their website, this is what I liked about it. Very impressive website. But I did like that slightly different way of doing it, applying a 1% fee to each transaction. And it goes through there where you can get it. You can buy RFI there, enhance RI, investment innovations in the Rakefinance smart contract allow certain addresses like the Uniswap pool or exchange wallets to be blocked from earning fees. That's good because there's 100% of the fees generated go to holders of the token. Dual yield capability, true decentralization. There is no team or central party that awards fees with RFI. There is no interface need to claim the fees. No action needs to be taken on part of the holder. It's absolutely fantastic to see it. Again, I really like that, and it's different to me. I think this has got potential again for high reward. Time will tell. I say the fact it reached $3 back in December. Now, the next one, I say there's 6 projects here that I've bought. Now, the next one again is very similar to Rakefinance. High risk, slightly less risk than Rake, I'd say, but still high risk. Again, very lowly ranked. They don't have the market cap, but the max supply is only 97,120. Again, you know, it's had a lot of volatility in the price. You know, beginning of the month it was $39, but back in January it was only $1. So Bundles, to actually sum it up in the best way, is basically a DeFi project that challenges token holders against each other to own the most bund, which is obviously the code BUND. It features staking mechanisms and allows token holders to use their crypto prediction skills to choose which cryptocurrencies will perform the best. So I like this is, again, totally different sort of concept. Use crypto prediction skills, earn APY, join our staking pools and compete against users to earn as much as 39.6% over 48 hours in returns. And it's very different. Bundles is an innovative DeFi project challenging token holders against each other to earn the most bund, like we say. It's all about the bundles. That's why it's called Bundles, because you'll see out of the 10 popular cryptocurrencies, bund token holders can choose to stake their tokens on a single asset or bundle. That's what it states, that's where it comes from, to achieve the highest returns during the staking period. We offer low risk and high risk pools to meet your risk profile. Now, this is what I really like on this website, the low risk bundles and the high risk. So you can get involved without the actual staking side of it, or you just get some bundles on Uniswap and go for the price if you don't want to get involved with the voting and the low risk and high risk bundles. If you don't want to get involved with that, you're purely just a hodler, which is me most of the time, to be honest. So it's an interesting project, different. Something you've sort of never thought about before, but it's out there, and it's a real low cap gem at the moment. So I think this is a great potential for, again, similar to Rake, where when it pumps up massive in price, I'm going to take some profits. It's certainly not one for long-term hold for me, but I say I've got many solid projects which I hold long-term, constantly adding tokens and coins to that, so I've got long-term hold, but also I have my ones I go for with risk, with the high profit. So all depends how it goes. We just have to see how it develops. Now, the next one I'm going to buy very soon is scprime, SCP, ranked 920, market cap is just approaching 7 million. Circulating supply is brilliant, 33 million out there, and the total supply is 40 million. It's on the exchanges. I've left them on here so you can see it. Obviously, I've heard of Probit. I've never been on Whitebit or South Exchange. Don't know much about them, to be honest. So it's on very minimal exchanges at the moment, and it basically claims to develop a fully S3 compatible distributed cloud storage for small and medium enterprises. Customers will pay in fiat, and smart contracts lock in secure storage capacity in a decentralized cloud at a lower cost than traditional providers. So it's an interesting project. Certainly one that I really like. I like the supply part of it. So at the moment it's just over 20 cents, so it's very minimal. Now, that's probably one I'm going to buy very soon. The next one I'm going to keep my eye on is Axion. Now, Axion is basically at the moment, you see 0.004, but the reason it's so high is because, well, it's nearly 157 billion supply, hence the price is like that. But it's still up 27,000% since December. Now, quickly go on their website, axion.network, maximise your crypto portfolio with Axion. So you scroll through it and you can see all the different news articles. It's been investing in Axion's high interest yielding time locked deposits and venture capital fund to build your cryptocurrency portfolio, acquire shares and passive income. Spoke about many times with the staking and many other sites we can get the passive income. That's what it's all about for me, passive income, an investment vehicle and global cryptocurrency rules in Bitcoin, Ethereum and more. Invest, earn, spend, earn dividends, spend them. By staking AXN, you think how low the price is at the moment. I know there's a massive supply, and network participants earn liquid BTC dividends while also accumulate interest in form of AXN dividends that will see at the end of the principal stake period. So that was interesting. Buy Axion in auctions, see there. Community driven, support available 24/7. So it does look like another project for longevity, got a lot of potential. Whether this is going to like 100x or something, I'm not sure about that with such a massive supply. Who knows what the price will be. It does have a lot of potential, and I think a lot of people need to sort of keep their eye on this one. I think it could develop massively, but you can see down here, now this is what I found really interesting, was total staked. There's a lot. Total share supply, total staked share rate, and it's got the team behind it as well. You know, solid team, got frequently asked questions about it, what is staking, what is Axion offers. So Axion, just keep your eye on that one. I haven't bought into that one yet. I'll keep monitoring it for a bit longer. Now the next project again is, it's ranked 479. The market cap is approaching 42 million. The circulating supply is basically 40%, approaching 4 billion out of the 10 billion total supply. It's actually on Binance and Hotbit, so it's on some real quality exchanges. Go on their website in a minute, but it's basically committed to building connectors and toolboxes based on blockchain technology, and aims to provide solutions that combine ease of use, flexibility, and frictionless integration. So it's got a lot of plans, and it also proposes the concept of smart pipeline technology, which reportedly improves data processing ability, similar to layer 2 solutions. A lot of layer 2 projects at the moment out there, a lot of competition to get the best layer 2. You go on their website, interesting. Basically, DREP token. What is DREP? It states there what it is. It goes through it. You've got the DREP chain. Our solutions through the debt reputation profile image, the merchant can find out users' interests as well as user group that really matches their product. But also what I liked, again, we talk about roadmaps, was the roadmap for as they're going to develop. They've got a lot going on. Some of it hasn't been actioned yet. So I've looked into it. The mainnet's been launched, etc. They've still got their roadmap showing 2020 Q3 and Q4 on their site, but I've read up a lot of bits on Medium, Reddit about what their plans are for this year. They're going to update the roadmap, but you can see how long they've been developing and what they've done so far. Hopefully we'll get something really quick soon. And as I said, it's on many different sides, many sort of investors inside of it. I just like it. Again, I haven't bought into it yet. Still a few questions I'm trying to find out about DREP. It probably will be when I see the updated roadmap, to be honest. That's what I'll wait for and then see how they're developing. But it looks a real solid project. I've seen a lot of information here. It's certainly proactive in Asia by the looks of it. It just looks a real good solid project. Now, the last one I'll talk about when I won't be buying is Rakefinance. I've seen a lot of people pumping this on Reddit, Twitter. It's got 1 trillion, would you believe, supply. Half it's out there. They don't know the market cap yet. Volume in the last 24 hours is approaching 7.7 million. It's basically like Doge. It's basically like Doge. I'm not saying Doge is a complete shitcoin like Doge, but it comes across like that with the people that are pumping it and dumping it. So I personally, when we're getting Doge, I know a lot of people are talking about it, but that's certainly not for me. It's down 22% in the last 24 hours. It's had a massive pump recently. You can see that in the market. But many people have said to me on a Facebook group, they've messaged me and said, hey, what about Rakefinance? Let's do a video on that. It's really got a lot of hope now. Me, entirely up to you. If you want to get Doge, fine. I don't even know what market's on. Let's have a look what exchanges it's on. It's only on Uniswap. There you go. It's certainly not for me. I looked in for it. I'm definitely not. So for all the people messaging me about Doge, good luck. But for me personally, I won't be getting any Doge, but entirely your own choice. So to go through, I think BEPRO is going to be absolutely fantastic. Get Protocol, been around a long while. It's going to be a huge year for them. Rake looks real solid. I like the fact it's such a low supply. Massive potential for growth. Yieldwatch, obviously last week, unbelievable, got 3 million%. settled down now, just under $1. You know, it reached $3 last week during that crazy pump. We'll see it, let it stabilise. I think yieldwatch will be nice for profits. RFI, longevity, I really do like that. Reflect Finance. And Bundle, again, like Rake, very high risk, but I just like the difference here. It's quite extraordinary sort of site and the way they're doing it, different concept, as I say. So Bundle will now SC Prime, again, probably be getting that very soon. Axion, I'm going to monitor. DREP, you know, I like it. I've read up a lot about it. I just want to see their updated roadmap, but from what I've read, what's coming out, it looks very, very good. And Hoj, no thank you. So anyway, that's just my choice. I'd love to hear some other low cap gems that people are interested in below. Comment below, please. Message me on my Telegram, email me info@cryptostrang.com, all other social media below. Great to hear from you. Thanks very much. Appreciate listening. Cheers, guys. Thanks. Bye.